Hello everyone, welcome to my channel again. So it's been quite some time since I last posted a tutorial, so I decided to do a quick tutorial, a step-by-step tutorial, and show you how to do this beautiful piece that I wanted to recreate from my favorite artist, 𝐦𝐨𝐫𝐞. So to start off, I drew the grid that makes me very comfortable, and I love using the grid method to do my drawings. If you do not find this suitable to your likings, then you can definitely use whatever method that you like. The most important thing is to get the proportions accurate. So I go ahead and add the details using my favorite method, as I mentioned, the grid method, and I also have a video on it on how to make the grid in my channel, so do check it out. The link will be in the description below. I'm using a 2B mechanical pencil to create this outline. Make sure the outline is very accurate in order to achieve the right results. After I'm done with the outline, I go ahead and do a base shade using a 2B Faber-Castell pencil, and I go ahead and add some more detail and blend in the graphite using a blending stump. I continue layering it and blending it just for the sake of understanding how to further take this drawing and how to achieve a more realistic look. Now, using the reference picture on my side, I go ahead and start adding the details. As you can see, this is going to be a drawing of a hair, and basically the main focus is going to be on the hairdo. Therefore, you have to be very careful as on the direction of the hair. So I begin by using a 2B pencil, and I go ahead and add in the details. I do gentle strokes in different directions, and I follow the hairline. I go ahead and blend it using blending stumps and brushes, and I continue adding more detail and more depth with the same pencil. I don't want to use any dark tones at this point because you don't want to make any mistakes. 2B pencils are usually easier to erase, but as you go further above the values, like an 6B or an 8B, then it gets harder to erase. So I always play it safe, and I just add the details using 2B pencil, as you can see, and I'm following the hairline, drawing short strokes and, trying to get the illusion of a hair. So I continue doing this using different pencils ranging from 2B and all the way to 8B, but I always make sure that I start with a 2B pencil, get the result that I want, and then gradually build my way up to the darker tones. And like I said, I don't focus much on the highlights over here. All I'm doing is I'm focusing on the mid-tones and the dark tones. Pay close attention to the hair strokes and the lines that you are drawing. They should align with the hairstyle, and you don't want the hair's lines to be straight without any curve, which kind of distorts the whole image. So make sure that the lines you're drawing are curved. I go ahead and clean up the sides a little bit because I want to draw some flying hair, and I'm kind of satisfied with the bun itself, but I want to have it a messy bun. So I go ahead and add in some strokes of hair flying around randomly, but I do make sure that at some point of these hair strokes I am adding depth with a darker tone to give the illusion of a few strands flying together. Once I'm satisfied with the overall picture, I go ahead and add the darker tones using my darker pencils like the 8B and the 9B pencils. And then I go ahead and add in the highlights using a mechanical eraser, which I find the perfect tool to be for creating highlights. Since I'm drawing this on a gray surface and not on a white surface, I feel that gives me a much more realistic look. I haven't tried drawing it on a white surface, but I'm sure it would have looked nicer as well. So I go ahead and make the bun as messy as possible, drawing long and short strands of hair from all over and kind of getting the illusion of a very messy hairdo. I like how the dark tones have really stood out. Now for this purpose, I'm also using my favorite method in creating the dark tones and making them more dark. I'm using a black polychromos color, Faber-Castell's polychromos color, and I love how this gives me a very dark tone. I go ahead and add it in the shirt and the hair in the dark areas only. I've also seen videos where some people use pan pastel powder or use charcoal pencils. You could use whatever that is available, but for me, I prefer the black Faber-Castell polychromos color. I go ahead and clear out the edges, just tap off the excess, and now just add in my final touches. I think the result is very satisfying and it does look like one of the drawings that Sylvie Mahdal has done. I believe I did recreate it in a very accurate way. It may have some minor differences, but I believe every artist has their own way.
Enjoy watching the rest of the video. Until next time,
I think the overall
bye-bye.
outcome is very satisfying and looks amazing to me. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Until next time, goodbye.